Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's tuned in. Hopefully, we have sound. If not, we'll find out in a second. I am Rob Green from Active Recovery and Performance. I am here with three of incredible people. Dr. Herring from Ortho VA, incredible orthopedic surgeon, sports med doc, shoulder, knee specialist. You're going to hear from the best of the best. Dr. Tricia, our PT, who, again, is one of the top people to help you along the way. And we have Anna Bitsko from Dickinson, who actually tore her ACL 2.5 years ago and is spearheading this now at Dickinson as well. I can't emphasize this enough. I've got two daughters that play soccer. They're 13 and 11. With this today, we can reduce your injuries by 2/3. That's a remarkable number. So I'm going to hand it over to the experts here. They're going to take you through ACL information as well as what you can do about it. So let me give you to the pros.
So we first thought we'd start with the mechanism of injury with ACL. So here's your anatomy lesson. If you look at the knee, here's the femur, here's the tibia, here's the kneecap. The knee has 4 major ligaments. The medial collateral ligament is on the inside. Lateral collateral ligament's on the outside. The ACL sits dead center, and the PCL is in the back. The job of the ACL is to control rotation of the knee. That's why what we're trying to do is develop core stability, and so you'd be able to control that rotation. When you tear the ACL, usually what happens, that pop you feel is that shift. And that makes you nauseous, sorry. Is that shift. And that's what tears the ACL. And what we know is ACL injuries have become more and more common. We're seeing more and more. Why? Because of the kid participation, and folks are more aggressive, right? And we know that ACL can be devastating to a young athlete. They go from being fit and healthy and part of a team to basically doing nothing. They're sitting around, they're worried because they may not play again for 1 full year. So we felt with this combination program with Active and Dr. Tricia and Annie's nice enough to come up and help us to show you what prevention can look like. And what we know is young female soccer players that play year-round have a 1 in 6 chance of tearing their ACL. We know that women are about 2/3 more likely to tear their ACL. Why? Anatomy, jump mechanics, hormones. They probably be more aggressive. So we know that women are at higher risk. Now we know with throwing injuries, we had some elbow injuries in young kids. We were doing more Tommy Johns. So the National Federation developed a pitch count. We know with football, with concussion, they changed all these rules. We have a way to prevent these injuries, so we need parent, coach, physician support to try to implement things that will decrease the incidence of these ACLs. Now, I'm lucky because Anna is one of my favorite. You're not supposed to have favorites, but Anna is one of my favorite patients of all time. She had an injury. She can tell you about it a little bit. But she showed grit and determination. She took that challenge of wanting to come back in a year, and she's now playing Division I soccer. But I'm most proud of her because she single-handedly developed a FIFA program for her team because she saw her team had a lot of ACLs. So thank you for being here.
Of course. Hi, I'm Anna, and I, as someone who's gone through ACL injury and watching many teammates throughout the years go through ACL injuries, I have been doing research and just a lot of stuff on trying to find ways to make it less common, especially in female athletes and soccer players. And I came across this FIFA 11, and I have done a lot of research into it, and that is why I have wanted to bring it to my team at Dickinson to try and do my best to help prevent more injuries, especially ACL, because it is a long recovery. And so I have, throughout this past spring, done a program to help the players and my teammates go and try and do their best. And it really only takes 15 minutes before every practice and go through these banded workouts and warm-ups to help prevent women my age and soccer players do their best not to have to go through an injury like that.
Did you guys do any FIFA when you were young?
No.
travel team?
No.
FIFA?
No FIFA. I've only really heard about it since tearing my ACL and over the past year and a half.
And now you're doing it twice a week, 3 times a week?
Yes, around 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole FIFA 11 Plus is designed to be a structured warm-up. So a lot of times soccer players, I have 3 kids that all play soccer that are younger, and they're not really doing anything. They'll do a slight warm-up, but this is a structured program that's designed to be done before practices, before games. Takes about 20 minutes, and it's recommended to be done 2 to 3 times per week. And like anything else, it's going to take time, right? You're not going to do this once and expect to prevent an ACL tear. So the recommendation is to do it for at least 10 to 12 weeks. But again, 2 to 3 times a week, before practices, before games. And we're going to run through, with Anna's help, a little run through of what the program looks like. So, little cheat sheet here. This is designed to be done on a soccer field. So you'll have cones set up, 2 rows of players, and it's very fun, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's really dynamic with your partner. But the first one would just be running straight ahead. The first whole portion is just 8 minutes, and it's just designed to get the body moving, have a little dynamic stretching. So it's just going to be running. Okay, the next one is running and then opening up the hip. So you would run to the cone, open up the hip, run back. The next one is running and then coming inward. So just really opening up the hips, getting your body ready to play. And then it's circling around your partner. So this would be 2 rows and just circling around, okay? Then it gets a little bit more aggressive and fun where you're actually bumping shoulders. So just coming in, bump, coming out, coming in, bumping your partner, okay? Then quick forward and backwards motion, which is great. Especially as a physical therapist, I'm telling patients all the time, everything we do in the day is forward motion. We're not doing enough side to side. We're not doing enough backwards motion. So, and on a soccer field, you're not seeing people just run straight forward in a line. Wouldn't get very far doing that. So, super, super important. Then we get into the strength portion. So, running warm-up, dynamic stretches, and then strength. So this portion focuses on strength, balance, and coordination, plyometrics. So Anna, I'm going to have you demonstrate the bench. So with this strength portion, there's 3 different levels. So a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And the way that you would progress is if everything is in perfect alignment, there's no caving in of the knee, there's no dipping of the hips during any of these single leg exercises. So we're going to start with just level 1. So Anna, why don't you go ahead and demonstrate the bench. So the bench is just a basic plank, essentially. Okay? Perfect. So we have everything in alignment here. Core is nice and tight, and Anna would just hold this for 2 sets of 30 seconds. Progression of this would be alternating legs. You can do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just go like this.
Yeah. And she's doing this so great. You don't see a whole lot of wobbling of her hips. She's keeping everything nice and tight. She's obviously done this before. And then third is just taking the leg and holding it in a static position for 20 to 30 seconds. Nice. Okay. Second is the side bench. So you can drop down from there. So the sideways bench, level 1 of this, is just a static hold in a side plank. 30 seconds, 2 times. And this is done on both sides. The progression of this is doing a hip dip. So coming down, back up. And the third is lifting that top leg and holding it. And again, looking at, she's not dropping her hip. She's not sagging too far forward or too far back. She's keeping everything perfect. Great. You can take a break. Breathe. All right. All right. The next one is definitely more challenging. It's targeting the hamstring. So what I'm going to do is get behind Anna. Anna, I'm going to have you face forward. So I'm just holding down her ankles. And then she is going to try to keep slow and controlled, falling forward. And then when you can't control it anymore, obviously put your hands down. Perfect. No broken faces. Okay? Great. So beginners would be 3 reps, building up to 10 in the more advanced stages of it.
Okay.
Then, this is a balance exercise. So Anna, we're going to hold her soccer ball,
Okay.
balancing on one leg, okay? And she's going to do about 30 seconds or 10 repetitions, just coming in and back out again. The progression of that is a ball throw. So balancing, tossing. Good. And then the progression from that is, do you know that one? Okay. That next one, is fun. So that's when you're balancing and you're trying to push your partner. Okay. All right. Then we have squats with a toe raise.
So just
Yeah, squatting, raising that toe raise up. Good. Awesome. The progression from that is walking lunges. Okay, let me show that. I'll get out of your way. Awesome. Okay, and then the next one is a single leg squat, and this is also a partner exercise, so where we balance, squatting, coming back up. Okay, looking here that we're not caving in the knee. I'm not pulling her over purposely.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the last exercise of this strength series is vertical jumps. So just coming down, jumping up. Awesome. And that's going to be about 10 reps or 30 seconds. The next level up would be lateral jumps. So you want to demonstrate that one?
yes.
Okay.
A little shaky there.
Good. Great. And then box jumps. So not traditional like jumping up on a box type of jumps, but just jumping in a square box. Good.
And the focus is knee position, right?
The focus is knee position, correct, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so what you don't want to see is someone jumping like this. And that's what you'll see a lot with a lot of these younger soccer players that haven't developed a lot of strength. And then the final part of this is all more dynamic sprinting and running, focusing on cutting. So we don't have enough space to do that here, but the first one is across the pitch. Do you want to describe what that is?
What is that?
So, what is a pitch in soccer? Part of the field. Okay. So this one really is just sprints. So you are running
yes.
about like 25 yards and just sprinting, building up max speed, running around the cone, coming back. Then the next one is bounding. So really focusing on driving that knee forward, coming down. So working on good running mechanics, good solid landing. Then the next one is planting and cutting. So you're just running up, stopping at a cone, running, stopping. So it's so important to develop that as a soccer player, just the ability to stop quickly without that knee caving in and causing a lot of these problems with ACL tears. And that is it with the FIFA Plus program. Dr. Green?
Awesome. Yeah, great job, everybody. So hopefully today's goal was to show you a little bit about the program. We were talking about with Anna and how she implemented it into Dickinson. What you'll find, and what I even see in my daughter's soccer practices, which isn't very long, this time already exists. So a lot of times you're doing a warm-up for 15 or 20 minutes, and there's really no strategy behind it. So a lot of people are doing it. So maybe you can implement these really quickly without any energy spent. It's just going to be a better program that attacks these ACL injuries. And like I said, that 2/3 number is just so staggering for me that you can implement very quickly. And that's 3 times a week. So, an hour a week of time that usually already exists in practice, right? You all were doing it.
Yes.
You all were doing warm-ups already, but
Right.
now you just added a few more.
Right. And most of the warm-ups we are doing, we are already doing it. They just didn't know, the importance of it or why we are even doing it.
Yeah, and one of the things we preach here all the time is it's not the exercise, it's the application of the exercise. Why are you doing it? So many people just go through the motions,
Right.
and you're doing it because you know you're supposed to do it, but you don't know why, and you don't know exactly how to perform it. So that really makes all the difference in the world. So, and Anna, thank you very much for being here, especially going through it, going through an ACL. ACL is a significant injury. Dr. Herring does repairs all the time at Ortho VA. He's exceptional at it. He'd prefer not to have to do it if you can reduce the likelihood of the injury. Again, if this FIFA program at Ortho VA, they have a video series of this. We'll link that below. You can find it at Dr. Herring's website. You'll see it on our website, on our social media. Send it to your coaches. Again, they want their athletes not to be injured, so it's very powerful. And if we can reduce this by quite a bit, not only does that keep athletes healthier, it's psychologically it's hard to go through this in the rehab. It took a lot of work, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
And
a
with
lot.
excellent surgery and excellent rehab,
Right.
you're back to playing at D1 level, and you can absolutely come back, but it'd have been easier not to be injured.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody got some help from that. Dr. Herring, you have any last good words?
No. I think it's been fantastic. It's been a great combination of active in Northern Virginia. I think one of the things we've seen is the FIFA program will not completely eliminate your ACL injuries. If it decreases it by 2/3, that's the biggest deal. And the other thing I'll harp on a little bit is what we know, one of the biggest reasons we're seeing more ACL injuries is kids not doing free play and kids more screen time. So these kids that have come through COVID and they're used to being on the screens all the time, they're not as active, that they don't have the body mechanics they need. So when they're young, free play matters, less screen time matters.
Amen. Get outside and play.
Get outside and play.
Get outside and play. If you have any questions, please ask below. We will be monitoring this. We take this very seriously. We will link the video to it, and we hope it's been effective. And I hope somebody, you made a huge change at Dickinson. I hope
On
it
our
was just
own.
on your
Fantastic.
own. So I hope you inspire somebody out there to make that difference. And like I said, if you have any questions, ask us, and we're always here for you.
And if you're in the Richmond area, I know I've been working with a lot of soccer players, so if you have any questions on how to do this or how to do it correctly, please come in and see us, and we're happy to help.
Yeah. It can be as easy as that, just a demo, whatever you need.
Great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you.
Great
guys.
job. And get a team around you.
Yes.
Perfect.
Good job. Good job.
Good job, guys.